Hey Aravind, hi.
Hello, hi.
So, Elastica is a title sponsor for Hack Jaipur, and thanks to the Elastic team for supporting hackathons during such critical times. And today we have Aravind with us, and he's currently a senior developer advocate at Elastic, and he has a backend experience of more than 6 years. And today we have him at Hack Jaipur for a session on building search experience for a Python web application. Over to you, Aravind. Before we
Thanks, Rishabh. Yeah, for the nice intro. And I think if you could put the screen on and then we can quickly get started.
yeah, sure.
I'll definitely not take more time. I'll definitely also will not rush through. Will please ask your questions and then Rishabh, you can put the questions
Yeah,
as and when it
sure.
comes onto the screen. So what happens is I can take a look. I think I could see the live comments, but also whenever there's a question that people are specifically asking regarding
Hmm.
the webinar, so you can put that on the screen and I'll look at it. I'll keep tracking that.
Cool, awesome.
So
Wonderful.
that's great. I think let us kick start. So today's session is about building a search experience for a web application. I did this session few weeks back on PyCloud meetup with Bangalore Python developers group. I really liked it, and also I felt I told to Rishabh that I did this app search kind of experience, and why don't we club multiple things and then do a cloud plus containers plus also search and then Python web application development, a mix and match of everything, and then probably everyone can take a leaf out of it and do whatever they want at the end. So we'll quickly get into this one, and if you have any questions, please keep writing it in the comments. Please do that. We will definitely get back to questions, and questions are the important thing, and I want to definitely take as many as questions today. So that being said, I'm Arvind. Rishabh has given good amount of intro. I just want to share some more details, and I work at Elastic and as a developer advocate, and then I'm on Twitter and every place with social media, wherever you want to send me a request. If you have any questions, I'm happy to chat with you. And then I blog at aravind.dev. I also will show you one place so that you can go and step by step execute the same thing that I'm doing in a more interactive manner. So I'm going to do that as well. So today's agenda: why search, how to build search, app search, and the resources. More importantly, the demo, which I believe I submitted my prayers to demo god, and I hope it works. So why search? So if you see all the modern web apps, I have picked up some screenshots. You could guess what are those. One is the Swiggies, the Dunzo through which you order every day, and a lot of things if it is in your city. And then you also have the most famous and which everyone knows, the GitHub, and you search there right on the GitHub as well. So search is a quintessential experience. It's very, very important. You might not really feel it as such, but you definitely go and do search on many sites, not just particularly these consumer apps, but many sites. Like you go to Stack Overflow, you search for something. You might not do directly, you might go from Google, but you still do that. Or even you are looking at something like dev.to, it's a great blogging site. You might look at that. Or you could simply go to PyPy, which is a Python application, Python package finder, and the place where you can go and find all the packages related to Python. And this search is also very important, like when you want to find out the relevant application package. So all of these are driven by search. You can think of million other experiences like your e-commerce and a lot of other these, right? You might not be really thinking about search, but it's a very core experience actually. So we are going to build something similar, not something as beautiful as it. I'll be really frank, because I'm not a front-end dev. I'm an app dev and a back-end dev mostly. And I've tried to do wriggle and try to learn as much as just like you regarding React and all the fun libraries out there. But I'm not really good at building great UI experiences. So I'll show you some things and you can pick it up and you can do it interestingly. So how do we build it? What are the various ways? So whenever you are thinking about building search, 99% of the time, many sites use Elasticsearch because it's a very popular distributed NoSQL REST based and then open source, very importantly, open source search experience. And like Elasticsearch is a very popular project, has around like 45,000 likes. But there is a catch here. Elasticsearch is also very huge, very raw. I'll talk about that as well a bit. And it's a massive search engine, and you can do a lot of multitude of things. You can also store images, like kind of a data store as well. So what we have done over a period of time is like kind of do many things here. So specifically, app search is one such experience that we have brought upon, which is built on Elasticsearch itself, and it's a truly simple experience. And then you can build amazing sites using app search. There are already quite a few examples that you could go and look at, like your Asana, Shopify, and there are many examples like this. Like they use app search actually when you go to that site. There are several other sites like Netflix, not the movie search in the main bar, but there are several search experiences in the Netflix that is being powered by the similar portfolio of search experiences. So what we'll do is like we'll build an app on app search. It's as simple as it. It might be a bit late, but I'll talk about that. So, but everyone says like, why app search? And like, what's special with app search? Why can't you build on Elasticsearch? So talking about that, so app search is literally built on Elasticsearch. That the bricks kind of a UI that you are seeing here is literally the Elastic Stack. We are not really talking about more things around Elastic Stack. Maybe I'll mention a bit about at the ending slides, but then Elastic Stack is a wholesome stack through which you can do a lot of things, developer-y things, all open source again. So here the catch here is it's literally built on Elasticsearch, and it's powerfully it has a powerful search UI and a lot of things that you could build, and then runs anywhere. Literally, like it's platform agnostic. You could take it on a cloud. You could do it on several other places actually. So architecture without app search, how people used to do, right? They used to write an application like interfacing your user. You used to open up your search experiences, search APIs, and then you used to put it out in that manner. So that's how app search used to work actually. And then with app search, what happens is like you have a server interfacing that, and then like your application, you just have one layer that interfaces and manages all your cool search experience. I'll tell you why again. And you might also get at this point of time like, oh, I need to run two things now, right? No, not exactly. So as a developer, I do get that confusion of like, oh, I don't want to like literally run this particular thing. So that's why I wrote a blog post to start basically about the same thing. So I've started writing some sort of a guides, or if you have anytime looked at the code labs from Google. So I forked the project and like I wrote something similar. So I wrote the same thing that you're looking at in the guides.aravind.dev. You could go and like look at that and like build one by one step into it. And if you have any questions, you can report a mistake. I do understand that there would be mistakes. So and then like let me know. And also if you have any questions, my DMs are open. I'm on the Discord channel. If there is a Discord channel, I don't know, Rishabh, you can tell me. So yeah, so that you can do it. So then like quickly get started. So I already have a GitHub repo. So I'll give all the links, so don't worry about it. Just watch right now, and then like you should definitely go and like kind of clone and get started. So I have taken an empty directory here, like named temp. So let me clear that off. So I have something called Cloud SDK Java, so that is not related to it. So I'll git clone this app search app. It has multiple branches actually. So master contains everything. I can simply kickstart, but I'll show you step by step so that you will also learn. So add app search, basic Flask app, Docker, etc. So basic Flask app is the I used Flask for this building this web application. You could also use anything like Django or something, but I chose Flask because I felt it very easy to get started. So that's it. So I just want to I have the code ready, so I'll just move to app search Flask app. So we'll literally build the search engine. I'm not kidding. I really show you the stuff. I don't want to directly show you the end result, but I want to show you everything. So I have multiple branches, as I said. I just do git checkout. I hope you're familiar with the git workflow. I also stumble across a lot of so a lot of times I stumble across. So in the interest of things that I have opened a code, I mean the code editor here. So what do we have? Static assets. I have included spectre.css, like I said, basic barebone CSS functionality, the framework, and then I also have the templates. Like an about.html, home.html, pretty simple, nothing crazy here. We'll see that some attributes, license, main.py, very important. So we'll look into it. What does main.py contain? Nothing, empty app. So I'll simply go here, see Python main.py, and then we'll go and look into it. So let me open this new tab. 5,000, I believe, yes. So if you see that I have a simple Flask app, pretty simple, easy, and there is nothing here. If I click on search, nothing happens. This is the same simple template that comes up. There's a template.html. In that I have some HTML code, and then the thing to construct. But then now the idea is to build a search experience, right? So what we'll quickly do is we'll quickly go back and then kind of we'll quickly add the search bar. So let us quickly shift this branch to the git checkout add app search, this one. So we switch the app and then we'll see what's there here now. I don't have anything change here, but I do have some more change files that have come. I got config.json. I believe this is visible to you people, but if not, I'm sorry, because I can increase, decrease, but I didn't do that here. So I have a config.json, and this same simple app search, it has some structure, and then it says app search, base endpoint, API key, engine name, we'll see that. Then I have a data.json, which is movies. We all love movies, we all love seeing movies. So data.json, and then I have a main.py. So what main.py contains is a few more APIs than what we have, endpoints than what we have seen earlier. So I've included the app search client, Flask name, config.json. I'm reading that and reading some configuration here. Client, I'm reading the files and setting that as a variables here. And I'm saying HTTPS true. This is the home page as usual, nothing changed here. And then I have the app the search endpoint, index endpoint to index the data. We'll do that quickly. And then the same thing. So nothing crazy, simple, but we'll quickly get to the config point or the search engine part. So let us quickly build a search engine. So how do you build a search engine? How easy is it? So I have a URL that I'll give you at the end of the session so that you can go and spin up a trail cluster and do stuff by yourself. So this is Elastic Cloud. And okay, let me go back and log out and show you. This is Elastic Cloud. You could run app search in any cloud. I said that, right? So you could literally do that. You could download this one and then you could run it anywhere. Interest of time, and also to fun way to focus on the learning part, I'm doing this, but we also get a trial link so you could get started and do this 30 days and build anything that you want. And I quickly click login. Then it's logged in, and then I have these two app search and other experiences. I'll show you how how to spin up a cluster and what you need to look at. But then I'll also take out with an existing deployment already. So app search is getting changed. I mean, as we speak, it is getting more excited. It's changing. So from 7.8, actually, it is changed. The deployment is in progress. So you choose something around 7.6.2, and then get your go work on it at that point of time. But we are bringing something called enterprise search or workplace search, through which you will be able to like kind of you do a lot. There's a question about, is Elastic Cloud free? So Elastic Cloud is not free, definitely, but it's a developer cloud. So what you could do is like, I'll give you a link, and then you could definitely use it for like 30 days or something, or like there's a trial, and that trial can be extended as well. So here, if you see 7.6.2, and then like you bring up the app search experience, and then click create deployment, and then you will be able to like kind of spin up a cluster and see the username password. If you wait for a while, it shows the username password and everything that is being spinned up. Yeah, see, you have this particular thing. Make sure that you download this username password file. If not, you can copy. If you forget doing this, there will be a link to reset that at that point of time, and you can get a fresh username password. If I click, once it is ready in few minutes, what it will do is like you can click on open app search, and the app search opens up here, and then you can see this amazing UI. So in the interest of time, I'm doing this quickly. So what happens is like, once this is ready, you will see something, a UI like this. I'll go and log out this one, so that we kind of like go to the place where we literally want to do. So I have come up to this place, like the app search one here. So I have used this. I'm using this one. This is a fresh one. It takes 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Let's not wait, and like let us quickly get into this one. So here, if you see that the movies, I have created an engine. So let me delete that. It doesn't have any documents, but let me delete that and show you fresh how to create a search engine. So just click on this and like create a search engine. I have movies as my data set. People keep relevant names to their engine name. You can create your own name, but this is the engine name that you want to do. Now there are multiple ways to ingest data into engine. Like you need to put data into the search engine so that like it shows you that. So you could also crawl and pull this data into this particular engine through the API. We are also bringing some interesting advancements. We have an interesting crawler which is there in the site search. Go look at it. Like you can crawl your personal website and like kind of do all of that as well. So that will be there as well. So you could go and take a look at that. That's also as kind of search experience. But what we'll do is like we'll ingest to the API. So now that I have an engine, I have the credentials, I have everything set up. So it's all automatically created. So I'll take this URL, which is the endpoint URL, base endpoint that we are talking about. There is a caveat here. So whenever you are trying to like query the API, there is a endpoint, like there is an extra API link that we need to put up. So I'll show you where that is and how you need to put that. So there are two types of keys: private key, which has a read and write access; search key, which has only search access. Like you can kind of like use this search only key, which can only read the data. You can also have special signed search key as well. You could do that, which is more secure. So what you could do is like I'll just click on the private key. I copied it, and then come back, and then put the API key here, and then engine name. That we created movies. So if you see base endpoint here, this is a curl example. So you have this extra value, so which says like engines, movies, documents, etc. So what we need to do is like we need to add at least till this API one. So what in this particular thing, whenever I'm trying to create this particular document, it's well documented. So you can go and look at that as well. So if you have any doubts related to it, so don't worry. If you missed this and you don't have this recording, it is already there, documented. So you can go and look at it. So there is also, I see one more question like, is it necessary to use any cloud platform? Can it be done locally? You can also do it. I am not doing it because it will eat up. But I will have to run Elasticsearch on top of it, like app search and then like everything. So it's already on the cloud. So I'm just using that. So I believe that everything is so simple, and like, so I'm just using that. Still, I'll be running Docker here and building that container. How can I add keys while running the Elasticsearch container? We'll get to it. I'll show you about that. So see, app search is just another container another application that you need to build on top of Elasticsearch. So if you have more questions, right, oh, I don't want to run on some specific cloud, I have things, you will eventually need to learn cloud, because that's where everyone is building apps. So it's better you learn today, but we as an open and transparent company, we have everything downloadable, so you could download and build this yourself as well. But as many people are looking out for cloud, so we have an option to do that. So you could download Elasticsearch, open your laptop, open the thing, go to the bin, Elasticsearch, start that. You just need Java. I think Java is also bundled nowadays. Then you also have AppSearch, download it and run on top of Elasticsearch. So you have to run 2 terminals. Then you will see something, this endpoint, right? This particular endpoint you will see. So what I did is, like, I spin up a cluster, it automatically attaches AppSearch, all secure. Even if you want to take up any projects, I would definitely recommend this. And it comes wherever you are running cloud. It's more or less the same. You're just doing the hard work of building this by yourself, by creating the infrastructure. So that's how. So this is the downloads link actually. Great. So let me quickly come back, and I have saved this config. So now config is ready. Main.py and everything is also ready. Now let me go to the command place and then, like, clear python main.py. So I have this one set up. I already have opened this one. So it should actually not show anything, because we don't have any data there. We just have an empty engine, right? See, it says some error, probably something related to the thing that I have not given. Let me see. Yeah, something like engine name. The data is non-existent. Great. Let me go back and look at that. Okay, see, it happens to me as well all the time. So let me go back and see if it generates the same error. I will also index the data that I have, so it is not getting registered. So what I have is here is, like, I just put this one. Engine name is qualified. Okay, I think I have, but I have to change something here which is not there. So where is the engine name here? So I have the base endpoint API key. I don't have the engine name given anywhere, right? Okay, API key, it says API key, but it should be engine name. So that's the error. So I need to correct this probably in the Git as well. So engine name. So, oh shit. Copy, paste. So we'll restart the one. We'll see. Hope it runs this time. Okay, it opens up, and then now we'll quickly get back and see. This is the API that we invoke. It reads from a data.json file, and, like, just do this, call this API client.index name. So what is this client? This is just a client that is created out of your AppSearch package that's been installed. So I'll just run that API actually here. So what it does is, like, it will index the documents into Elasticsearch. So now that we don't have any documents, it shows the simple sample API. You could also go and check the documents here, like 0 documents. Now let me run that and see if it comes up. It should show some sort of, the documents should also be ingested and also show some UIDs, right? So I've just put up a blank rough page. You can beautify this. I didn't do that actually. So what it does is, like, it ingests all the data. So now you should have some documents. Let me go look at it. Like, you have 30 documents. You can ingest more data. You can put different data. The API accepts certain amount of data, and, like, you can do that as well. Great. Now let me quickly kind of showcase you the other stuff. Look, the home page, which queries the data. Okay. So what did I do? So this is already there. The data is not there, so that's why it's not showing. But other than this, already there. So what else we can build? It's already the search and the things are already available. Let me show you some more things. Now this is not it. So AppSearch is a search engine, and then you can do a ton of things with that. Obviously, if you are building a search engine, like, you would want to test your queries. You want to show relevant results. Suppose if somebody types Paytm and you show something completely irrelevant, the people would not come to that particular search engine again, like say Google. So what you need to do is like you need to kind of tune your search results to appropriate. So you could do that relevance tuning, like when somebody types say wiki, right? Say if this is a name, and like if you want to give priority to a specific actor, you go to the actors like and increase the boost and align that weights. So in your college and many other places, there is this specific relevancy algorithm called TF-IDF, term frequency inversion document frequency, which calculates the weightage of the words and like gives out a tuning score actually. So that's what is happening. So the more relevant terms are shown on top. It's a scoring algorithm. So you have a UI and like you can score that much easily. You can tune that results and you can also add boosts. So what I'll do is like I'll restore defaults for now, because that is something that I don't want to do at this point of time. I want it to be very relevant. So so that you can do. More importantly, suppose when you search for some experiences, like say now this is Hackon. So see if we have a movie name or something that is related to Hackon, or I have something here. So say if I have something related to Python, oh, there is something for Python as well. So maybe some name, maybe Aravind, that is not there in this particular thing, and everything is there. Okay, I don't have something for BKC. So BKC is Bandra Kurla Complex, famous name in or some acronym. So just think of it. So you could do something like synonyms with this search engine. You can configure equivalent sets. Say for example, in take example of Swiggy, right? So in Swiggy, suppose if you specifically want to like create say like you want to order for a specific sort of biryani, and then you have probably have an acronym for it, like say in there are specific biryanis, Hyderabadi biryani, then like you also have like Talapakatti biryani, Ambur biryani. So different biryanis, and people also have these acronyms for some of these things, places, and equivalent words that are pronounced in a different manner in different linguistic things. It even exists in India. So then people still want to show the relevant data, so relevant examples, right? So that's what we are trying to do here. We'll configure a synonym set. Synonyms are just as simple as it. It's equivalent words that are same. So if I say BKC and say, suppose if I want to configure action, so it will show all the movies which has action here. So it should show something like when I say BKC, it doesn't have anything related. In the data set, there is nothing like BKC. So let me quickly go and see action here, and then I'll save that. So it says BKC is more or less equivalent to action. So if I type BKC, I didn't change any code, I didn't restart the app, just look at it. So I could literally correlate and show the data. So you could show similar data, and all of this you could analyze that. I'll show you that as well. Now that is one way to look at things. And then another thing is like you could also explore this console by yourself. But I'm just gonna show two more things here. See, there is one more area called curation, where you want to curate some experiences for your users. Every time when people type for some article, you always want to kind of show some things on top, something like an ad, so basically, like, how do you curate that experience? Like say suppose if I want to do something here, like say some naming, or like, okay, drama. If I want to put drama here, and then I get a set of documents naturally which are scored according to the search engines or the full text stuff here, but I want to give priority to one specific documents. I want to do promoted documents, something that is more important. So if you see here, if I type the drama here in the search here, and then like it shows me specific like results, but I want only those specific results on top 3. Like it shows Mere Pyare Prime Minister, Evening Shadows, and some other movie name, right? So I'll quickly go and change this order to look at my order the way that I want to look at it. Like you will see also in other search engines, people do this all the time. Like if there is a promo running, if they want to give priority to some more different things, maybe there is some tie-up with a restaurant that you want to give more preference. So you could do that. So let me bring Hamid, like photograph, and Okay, 2 hour enough. So I just changed this and I've saved this curation every time when people try for drama. So like you should be able to see this thing changed. The order has been changed, and you can affect this at the API level as well. So you could do such experiences pretty easily without even changing anything, but curate your experiences for the user. So similarly, you have schema. You can update the type of the data after ingesting. It automatically chooses everything for the text. Suppose if you want specific numbers related data, you can choose. You can also put geolocation and do all of that. We also have something called reference UI. I would let you to, it's another open source project. You could go and look at and see. You could create something like this in React. We are exploring Python today, but I have done similar session on the coding blocks. You can go and look at that, which is more React focused actually. Now that's about the building this search experience. Now, how do you take it to the real world website? And that's what we are going to take the next step. So this is just about the search part. Now the important part here is like people just want to build on cloud or want to see things live. We put it on internet, maybe somebody would like it. So how do we do that? So I have another branch. So what I did is like, this is great. So I just want to like kind of, showcase that to you. So you don't have a Docker and etc. So I want to build a Docker container and push to some cloud platform. I chose Azure. You could also do it on GCP or AWS, whatever your choice. We'll push the container to the cloud platform, and then like we'll deploy it on a service, and then we'll see it in live. So that's the next jump that we want to do. So okay, this might not be visible to you. Git checkout. I have Docker as a branch. So there are changes which are persisted, like the more important ones. And then I have got a new Docker Compose YAML and like Docker file. How did I generate these? As simple as it. For any app, you could do that. You could go to the VS Code. You need to have some extensions like Docker tools and some container related tools, and you will obviously be able to do it much easily. So just generate it. As you know, it's a simple base image, and I have some environmental related settings. A requirement.txt got added as well, so which has some dependencies. Of course, that I have apps such as my dependency, Flask as my dependency as well. So let me go and open the Docker file, and then again you could see all of this. That's nothing crazy, nothing new. You might know all stuff. So I want to build the Docker container here and see whether it is working first of all, and then like we can go ahead and like do that. So I'll open the debug menu and click run. It should work. It will take a bit of time. So I have the Docker daemon running here, Docker on Mac here. I'm running that, but you could also choose something. You could also directly build to the cloud. So when I say build to the cloud, when I say pushing it to the cloud, I'll show you how to push the cloud. Okay, something happened. Maybe there is something wrong that I didn't do well. So show errors. Great. So I haven't built this in a while, and then I am not sure how it really, what's the problem here. But I think we can definitely go and look at that. It says the bind app. What is that? Okay, app search Python latest built tagged terminal will be used so and so so and so and so. I don't know, something is wrong probably with the Docker daemon or the configuration or the action. So what I want to show you here is like, let me go to that particular place and see if it works. So I have chosen Azure here to build this. You could also do it with GCP and the same thing. So people build containers and deploy the container, right? So when building container, you need to put that container. Container is like a package, right? It's again like a small image, and then like kind of you need to push that container to a cloud, and there you can use it anywhere. So you're pushing that file to the cloud. So file, it's nothing but like a image actually. So I'm using Azure container registries here. You have similarly Google container registry, Azure, I mean like different registries actually. So I have created aravind.acr.io. It shows like that. Aravind is the repository name. So I haven't pushed anything. So if you go to the repositories, I don't have anything here. So how do you build? So that's where VS Code is so awesome. Like you could build this image and push it directly to kind of like the Azure. So for that I just like have Docker and registered this particular container registry here, and I'm running a free trial account. It's free. As a student, you could also get the free trial account and like kind of do stuff by yourself. Okay, so let me quickly get back and do stuff here. Azure build manage Azure. I used this previously, so it's coming. Otherwise, it's Azure Container Registry. So I have PyCloud and I have the name. So let me change the name. PyCloud. Then create new registry. No, I don't want. I have Aravind already. Use the base image Linux, and I believe that we'll see what happens. If whether it runs, whether it doesn't run. Yeah. So it takes a while to get done because it downloads, takes away all the source code, builds it from the back. Great. I think something is wrong with my camera. No problem. It's fine. So it's trying to build the container. Hopefully it works. I'm not sure why it failed on the thing. So if you see that I have the push refers to the app repository here, and I don't have here, I'll just refresh it. It should show up here. Yeah, it's still preparing. Okay. Yeah, it shows here. So I have this one. You could also tag it. So it's CT8 is a tag. I have built 8 times. Okay, till now. So that's why it's showing CT8. You can also tag your custom result. Let me quickly result. Now I have a repository. I have this image. So this is an image that with the application and SHA, you could use it from any Docker container. Like you have a Docker, use this one. If I made it public, which I might not, it is not probably at this point of time, but you could pull it and run it. So it's like an open Docker hub for everyone. Now what we'll do is like we'll quickly kind of try to deploy this one to the pub cloud. I'm still not sure whether this will work. So what I did for that is, again, making it quite easier for all of us. It's like I installed the Azure App Service extension. So this is an Azure service again, which is like a free service until some point, and it can run awesome websites. So again, free trial, all simple. So what I did is like now I can right click and I'll show this. It's showing like deploy image to Azure App Service. If you have that extension only, that will come. Otherwise, it will not come. So give a name. I'll say Hackon. I have hackon.azurewebsite.com. Then project. I have already a project, so you just need to create it. It says app service plan. Like what sort of plan? Like F1 free, and it asks like where you want to store. Southeast Asia is mostly near for us. We'll choose that, and then we'll try to push that website into the into the cloud. Now let me simply like kind of, it will take a bit of time, but it will succeed. and then like you can see the site live there with the search engine already pinned up, and then you can do stuff easily. So any questions until now? While it gets built, we'll do some more stuff here. So what else? I mean, like when to choose app search and when to choose Elasticsearch. People generally ask this question at this point of time in thing. So app search is mostly for, if you are building a small e-commerce application, like if you have heard of Magento has an app search integration. Magento is a framework to build e-commerce sites. Likewise, many frameworks actually. Then you also have, if you want to build search mobile apps like Flutter, Android, iOS apps, React Native, you could use that. And you also have customer portal, like if you want to build something like this, like help.netflix.com, and then or Twilio, like you could do that. Twilio, if you have heard of it, their search is app search. Then you also have geo search, content search if you want to do it. If you have a bunch of academic papers that you want to search using the text, you can do all of that actually. And then when you choose Elasticsearch, if you want more than this, suppose specifically in some e-commerce sites, they want to do more aggregations, many features, many updates on the data that they have. So that's where your raw power of search engine is needed, you need to know more tunings, you might not want to use app search kind of experience, then maybe that. Complex applications, script or function queries, all of this comes into that particular play. Now I'll quickly show some more things related to Python. Let us check whether this is available. Yeah, it's available. Let me click on it. Hopefully it works. Otherwise it shows internal server error. I'm not sure. So let me go back and show that. It might take a bit of time because it's loading for the first time. So Elastic Python. So there is one more thing that you could do. What else? People generally ask me, what else you could do with Python and Elastic ecosystem. So there is an Python agent that we have, which is again an open source thing. You can take a look at this URL through which you can monitor the Python apps. All open source, all free, you can run anywhere, even though I'm showing in cloud. Then you also have, we also have, data science library, which is more suitable if people want to. People generally do machine learning, a bit of machine learning on anomaly detection on top of, Elasticsearch. You could use the ELAND library, which we did by doing that. And that brings the end to the session. I hope it works. Yeah, you could also go and check out. Perhaps you can do some kind of like generate some traffic and generate some analytics here. You could literally do that. So I didn't talk about analytics here, what people were searching and what things were happening. Just hit, I'll keep this open and collect all the data from you for a while, maybe. So hackon.azurewebsites.net, and then hit it, and then we'll see data, what people were searching, and we are not collecting any user data. You see, it's still privacy protected, but we are collecting what people were searching and tuning the search for their use cases. You could also tag and tune for specific periods. Even that can be done. You could do a bunch of stuff with the APIs, like people were doing a lot of stuff, and I don't have time to talk because it's already 40 minutes. But you could do a bunch of stuff with all of this. What else I can show you to you? So yeah, so there are more things that you could play around and do stuff here. So we actually run, this is the URL if you want to go and like kind of, I have put up some resources here. How did I build this thing, and etc. So you could go and look at that. It's a Notion page. So yeah, I have a bunch of stuff, and then you could go and look at that, actually, all of that. How did I build everything, and easily. And then we also do similar sort of demos and meetups. If you are interested, join community.elastic.co, choose appropriate chapter, and yeah, that's it from my side. And if you want a trial link, I'll give it to, I mean, like probably I'll type it, and so I'll show it to you. It's so if you want a trial link, it's already there. ela.st/dev-dish. So this is a trial link. You can go get started and spin up a cluster, use it however you want, build whatever you like, and let me know. So I think like Rishabh told that we will put a quiz around here. So now we'll quickly like come back and like put a quiz here. I don't know why my thing is not working, but let me kind of like do stuff. Yeah, Rishabh.
Hey, Aravind.
Yeah.
I've shared the pin code in the chat section already. So
Yes. So join this one.
You can turn on the music for this Kahoot.
Yeah, I understand. There are simple questions, 6 questions. I think 2 minutes it would take, and then like we will quickly see the same things that you have seen here. Nothing crazy, nothing really difficult.
And the winner will be getting a GitHub t-shirt from HackJaipur Hackathon.
Yeah, so I think we'll have three people like Rishabh
Okay.
here.
So yeah, we can give the t-shirts to all three of them.
Yeah, so I could also send some t-shirts to you. You can give it to the
Yeah,
participants.
that would be great. That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that definitely. I'll do that.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for some more time and like how
Yeah.
many more people? So quiz is just a fun way to do things. I think we're just trying to spice up. But even if you don't win, don't worry. You will learn it. I have not won a lot of quizzes, so just be chill and like play for fun. We'll quickly finish this in 2 minutes. Rishabh, let me know when we are ready. Right?
Yeah,
We
sure.
can get.
We're waiting for more people to join in.
Yeah, if there are more folks, I think we could. Hope I didn't cross someone. Oh, I did. Oh no. Great. I do adjust my cam.
I guess we can start it now.
Okay, we are good. Great.
Yep.
So quickly starting this one and follow on, and I'll probably reduce the sound, man. It's
Yeah,
better.
sure.
Yeah. Great. So what is Elasticsearch? I think I did explain this, but I'll also give cues whenever you're doing. So you have search engine, NoSQL data store, relational database. So we have enough time. Each question has 20 seconds. So take time and answer. That would be good. Okay. Oh man, a lot many people thought it's search engine. It's a trap. So basically, Elasticsearch is a search engine and NoSQL data store as well. So I did mention that when I'm doing the presentation. So it also does everything. So yeah. So wait, read, and like definitely do it. That is like very nearby comparisons. So yeah. So Vibhas did 950. Great. Get going. I think like continue the streak. So the second question, which one of these are wrong related to app search? I mean wrong, okay? Not right, wrong. Built on Elasticsearch, runs on any cloud platform, not built on Elasticsearch, scalable search engine. Okay, I think I definitely like. Oh man, I mean, quite a few people still thought like built on. I did mention wrong, so you need to catch that up. So yeah, definitely, it is a scalable search engine for sure. It runs on that's not wrong. It runs on cloud platform. It's built on Elasticsearch. So only thing is like it's not built on Elasticsearch, which is a wrong thing. It is built on Elasticsearch. So remaining all are right. Okay, so see that. Now, who is that? Rohit. Okay. Rohit, Shej, and Vibhas. Let's quickly get back. Next one. Can you build a search experience on mobile apps with app search? It's pretty simple, straightforward. Okay, 8 people still think that it's false. No, you can actually. So next question. Which Python framework did I use in the demo? Should be very easy if you're following. Okay. Flask, yes, not Django. I said you can build Django. Falcon, definitely not Tornado. I've never used it. So it's Flask, yes. Quickly going, I think 13 players have answered stick 3. Great, that's great. So I'll show the next question. 5th question, I think in the thing. Yeah. What is a data science library that helps you to interact with Elasticsearch? ESLand, DataLand, Skykit. I think you might have catched it by this time. Okay, Eland. Oh, very few people thought it's not Eland. Skykit. I know Skykit is very popular. That's why I put it there. So so you kind of like again clicked on the very obvious answer. So but it's not. So it's definitely not ESLand. It's not Dataland. Yes, it's Eland. Again, it's open source project. Go and check it out. Skykit not, but Skykit is a very popular framework. I know. Now for the last question, I think again this I have told. So please see the options. There is enough time, and you can probably change things here. True or false? Very simple. Can you use Elasticsearch to monitor Python application? No, it's not data lens. Somebody was mentioning. Okay, fine. We'll talk later. Great. I think we are near to the end. Okay, 12 people thought no, but yes, you can do that. So great. Akshat Khanna. Okay. Shays. Is that Vibhas? Other person? Okay. Great. A lot of music and fun. Yeah. That's great. I think like you have taken the Rishabh, we can change it now. It's fine.
Yeah. I think I've taken the screenshot.
Great. Thank you all. And I mean, the difficult questions are the last two and like some things here. So thank you for putting up. If you are interested, join here and you'll be there. And then happy to help more. You can also DM me for questions. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Aravind, for joining us for HackJaipur Hackathon. Thank you for taking your time and supporting the hackathon. Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we can wrap up the session, I guess.